It's nice.
Got a lot of nice features on it.
Mhm.
So it'll have to last us 40 years. The replacement's 35 years old. So.
Yeah.
They don't get many miles on it. They get a lot of hard hours.
Sure.
Just like the ambulances, you know, they just beat the crap out of them.
So Ford on the high idle fleets, they look at hours versus miles.
Yeah.
And I found out that they look, so every hour they times that by 35. And that's what the true mileage is.
Really?
Yeah. So you take that.
They got a formula for it.
Yeah. And we've got one of the trucks, if you figure up that way, it's hitting right around 700,000 miles.
What kind of truck is this?
They're just the 450. They're on a 450 chassis, Ford chassis ambulance.
Oh, ambulance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ours is a fire truck. Yeah, most fire truck manufacturers are running 3 to 4 years behind right now. Well, this year we'll probably start stepping up the next one because the time it gets here, we'll have the money.
All right.
We were on a 5-year replacement schedule. Every 5 years we replace the truck. And then we built a new station, that put us back about 10 years.
Sure.
We want to pay cash for that, so the Cume fund went to the station, which is fine because we needed it.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was pretty tight down there.
It was.
Oh, Roxanne just called me and she goes.
I remember when we were doing EMS training down there in the offices down there and that kind of stuff.
Oh, did she talk to her too?
It was pretty
Yeah.
tight.
So because I just.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to believe when I look around down there, but I started 50 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, what equipment we had, what we were, and what we have now, these guys blind us.
Yeah, it's like, shit. Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
Come on, let me show you what we have.
Val, who's on Lerman Road?
Sherman.
She's still in high school? What year?
Senior.
New Rosa, freshman?
Sophomore.
All right, welcome everybody to town council meeting for September 3rd. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Nathan Van Horn,
Present.
Mark Hupple,
Present.
Devin Keener,
Present.
Madeline St. Bartle present.
All right, is everybody able to look over meeting minutes? Any comments,
Yeah.
any changes?
I didn't see any, but I was gone that meeting, so.
Make a motion, we pass meeting minutes for August 20th.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve meeting minutes for August 20th, 2025. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 I'll abstain.
Thank you, President.
Thank you. That's nice. All right.
Yep.
All right, at this time, we will open up for public comments.
And I know I emailed you a little bit about like,
Okay.
the hometown heroes
Mhm.
to be a nurse. I didn't know if you had a chance to.
I've not located those yet.
Okay.
They're somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, just as far as, it's been, gosh, that was probably last year sometime, right? You know, I think when, we were approached with that and, there's, kind of some interest though back just to make that happen. So, I was given some information, so, just locating that as far as what that would look like and, yeah, there's been a handful of people that's reached out, kind of wanting to revisit that and make that happen, so.
Sure, Legion and VFW partner up.
Absolutely, yeah,
Do something like
yep. Yeah, when we looked at it before, it was just, yeah, kind of that bad time, I think, for some people, but it sounds like now, everybody's in a better position, so, yeah. I'll make that happen and honor the veterans, so,
I don't know if that's, was it Pat that you talked with, Pat, or Kathy?
Pat.
Pat, okay. I did send an email to her, but I haven't heard back yet. I did get some, like, I can give it to you if you want, some, like, info from some other communities as well, because I talked to, I know Huntertown has a different town manager than they did when
Gotcha,
you
yeah.
guys got the info, so I
Mhm.
talked to the clerk there today, and she's taken their program over. So I got, like, all the info for, like, who does theirs and, like, cost, things like that. And then also information from Jay County, Blackford County, Columbia City as well, because it sounds like there's just some different.
Yeah, from what I remember, it didn't seem all that too involved, you know, just obviously organizing it and then kind of having a group that would kind of oversee it, you know, taking, the request or applications, or whatever you want to call it. But as far as from the town point, I know there were some brackets and some things for the,
You know, how many time are you gonna change those out?
well, I mean, that's
So
That's all up, you know, obviously up for, discussion. I mean, I think it would depend on how many actual polls we have, and then how many, you know, people we had to be interested, I think would probably, you know, determine that.
Is there 8 or 9?
This is, for the SRF. Here, it's, that Nathan Van Horn be authorized to make application for a state revolving fund loan, SRF loan, and provide the SRF loan programs such as information, data, and documents pertaining to the loan process, including but not limited to all loan closing documents such as financial assistance agreement, bond, specimen, etc., as may be required and otherwise act as the authorized representative of the participant. So this is what,
It's basically just,
pretty standard.
it's
Yeah.
signing, or it's changing the name since you guys have changed presidencies.
Yes. Just
So,
allow for, signing outside of meetings and, you know, things like that, so we don't want all three to be there.
I believe it's 12.
Okay. And then I got 2 copies, because one for DLZ and one for us, is that correct? I mean, both.
The SRF requires 2 originals of those.
What's that?
Yes.
The SRF requires 2 originals of those.
So,
I don't know why.
I don't know either.
so any questions, any discussion?
Make a motion that we approve.
Second?
Motion and a second, to approve resolution 2025-12. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Has there been any changes or updates about SRF? Have you guys heard anything
On what?
What?
on loan capacity for next year?
Oh,
Nothing?
they're just finalizing their loans right now for this year, for this closing in the next 2 quarters. So, I mean, their grant funding has gone way down. I'm sure it's not gonna go up next year either. Yeah.
It's not.
Sure.
Not meeting
The one project that
That
the
is a
Whitley County
project,
Regional
then.
Sewer District was working on for around here didn't get in the funding. line.
Sure.
Wow. What ones I have?
I have one right here, New Penn.
Yeah, one time.
Oh.
And my
You can
guy.
use mine.
Both of our side.
So you can agree with me.
Oh, no.
that.
Yeah, we paid for it.
Where's it
Yes.
from?
Planner starts, what's this thing gonna planner starts?
I stole it from somewhere, so now you can have it.
That's-
All right, moving on, just discussion of the proposed 2026 budget.
The budget has been advertised on Gateway for anyone who is interested in seeing it. So the general fund would, so the state growth quotient is 4%. However, we are losing way more than that in circuit breakers, and our revenues are going to be down approximately, without the property taxes,
Could you explain the circuit breakers, please?
$137,000 from this year is estimated loss. So a circuit breaker is basically, so if you exceed the 1% property tax cap, then you would go into circuit breaker. So if your house is, or if your age, I guess I'll say age, because most of ours comes from over 65 right now. If that deduction is more than what could be collected if you only did 1%, then all that money goes into something called circuit breaker. So it's basically just a tax, or the tax caps, what our tax cap impact is.
Okay.
With the SEA 1, the tax caps now have increased dramatically because everyone is getting a $300 deduction on their property taxes. So that is directly affecting us, that $300 credit. We were averaging about $8,000 a year in circuit breakers. We're now, next year, we're supposed to have 30, well, it's additional. So it's approximately $48,000 that we are going to be losing from circuit breakers. So it's a pretty big jump. Granted, we're not as bad as some. Columbia City is losing about $250,000 when they were only averaging about $40,000 a year. So anyway,
So this 137 is actual.
yeah, that's, well, it's estimated.
Okay.
Yeah, with what they've given us for our income estimates.
What's that percentage of your total revenue?
A lot. I mean, so this year we are estimated to receive,
It was like 1.5.
in general, yeah, in general, just in general, we're supposed to receive, or we are estimated to receive $716,000 outside of the property tax levy. Next year, we are estimated to receive $618,000. So, let's see, we're going to, yeah, it's quite a bit, actually. Let me see. So, did I not print that part? I did not print that part. I didn't print the total. I mean, we're supposed to receive a little over $1 million outside of property tax levies this year. And next year it's down to like $840,000 or something, so. So that being said, with the budget and all the circuit breakers funness, the general fund, I have proposed a 2.96% increase to that fund, a decrease to MVH of 5.69%, increase to park at 33.19%, decrease to economic development of 15.54%, decrease to public safety local income tax of 1.92%, and then even on the GO bond payback, because that's set by what our payback terms are, even on CCI and even on CCD. Don't know what other questions you guys might have.
I was curious, back to the revenue loss, some of the big ones, 37, 583, general ordinance fees and fines.
That was from,
That's
so
that.
we were paid for the permit fees for Frontier coming through.
Okay.
So that's not something we can bank on.
Right.
It was a one-time thing. Same with,
Is that like the general miscellaneous one? for
yes,
23?
yeah, and that was for the sale of the police cars.
Okay.
And then there was something else.
This is
under that.
miscellaneous projects for 10,288.
That is payback from the Turtle Meadows bond, that Ideal paid, well,
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah,
the bond
yeah,
paid back
got there.
those
Okay.
fees.
And all that goes into that 139. Gotcha. So some of it was just kind of one-time stuff too that wasn't even necessarily.
This over here, when you're talking about the police equipment, you got, I think, that 2194 encumbered from 24.
Mhm.
What's that mean?
So you guys had signed, the contract to purchase the police car at the end of December last year.
Yep.
So that allowed me to encumber whatever 2024 funds we had left over and pay for that purchase out of 2024 funds in 2025.
Thank you.
Yep. Some of it came from CCD too, so there's one that CCD was also highlighted in purple.
So talk about the timing of everything right now.
So the public hearing will be held at the next meeting, and then the adoption will be the first meeting of October. Everything has to be done by October 31st, so the sooner we pass it, the better, but since it's already been advertised for those, if that is changed, then I might have to re-advertise.
How's that working in?
So I've already advertised on Gateway for the hearing dates, so
Okay.
I would just have to I'd have to get it
For the
open.
hearing dates only?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
I get you.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I'd have to get it open back up by DLGF and then,
Sorry, yeah, I
yeah,
get you.
re-advertise.
Where's our riverboat sharing coming from?
It comes directly from the
Is there
state.
something on Blue Lake that I don't know
No,
about?
no, everyone gets
No,
part
I'm
of
joking,
river,
I'm
yeah,
joking.
of casino taxes, so. Now, if we did have something on Blue Lake, we'd get a lot more than $10,000 a year, so.
I think we ought to go talk to the Miami Indians.
I know, that's exactly what I think too, but Jeremy's hoping for that too, he's gonna open up his own bar,
Yeah.
so.
Perfect.
All right.
Good.
Any other questions, concerns?
I don't think I do anything right now. Take some time to look at it and review it.
I'm good for now.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, so on the third page, or no, sorry, not third page, it's the third little page with the green heading. That does show what kind of impacts we are going to have on our cash reserves, given the estimates that we are given. This year, our general fund, we should be in the positive, but then we're taking hits in MVH, LRS, a big hit in edit if we actually do spend all the budget. Next year though, can't say the same thing because we'll be eating a plot, especially in general, with $68,000 of our cash reserves. So just something to consider.
Okay.
And think about. Because yeah, we can't do that every year. So.
Right. I think one thing that we need to discuss or figure out is, as far as like personnel, like you mentioned, there's nothing in here for any type of town manager, and I don't even know if that's realistic if that's, you know, the route we're gonna go right now or even next year. But I feel like we need something, you know, in that, capacity, whether it's a town manager or, you know, a smaller scale. You know, so there is that we need to, I think, discuss or, you know, figure out what that looks like.
No, I agree. I think we need to at least have a vision where
Yeah.
things are heading.
And, you know, and then just, also just, office wise, figure out, like we've discussed, you know, what that looks like. Just to have a presence from the town in there, I think is important moving forward.
Great.
How many percent increase did you figure on for insurance, just in case?
Well, that's the other issue. Are we keeping Anthem or are we looking to go back to PHP?
I mean, I think it'd be nice if, of course, get the gauge of employees, but it'd be nice to try to shop around with it. What's that?
We're gonna tell you I'm voting.
Well, so I think, you know, I mean, so we're gonna have to do what we try to do, which now I think was more of a heads up and they know maybe the reason behind it. We need feedback and we need them to, you know, to fill out that thing to go shopping for, to get better insurance, right? So,
I'll push on.
yeah, as I said, I think that probably starts with our department. you know,
Yeah, I
just
mean,
to
I
put
can
that
already
on.
tell you, everyone wants to be.
When do we need to start looking at that? When's the renewal day?
Renewal day is December 1st, so I should be hearing something from the insurance company
Okay.
in the next week or so, I'm guessing. It's usually the first week of September.
Okay.
First week of December.
Of September is
Or
usually when I
September.
hear from,
Oh, gotcha,
Yeah.
to start kind of
yeah.
what the process would look like. Yeah, I'd say we should get on that too, and, you know,
Put it out to bid and see if it's obtainable. I guess that'd be my suggestion.
That and then another one just I had is, I mean, I know that we've discussed that we need to definitely probably look at raising clerk treasurer pay just for future to attract, you know, future quality candidates. I don't know if now is the time for that.
I'm going to be completely honest, I will probably not be here by the end of the year.
Okay, well, I mean, this doesn't even have anything to do with necessarily, you know, you.
No,
or
I'm just
whoever.
saying, like, I probably won't be here by the end of the year, so
Take that.
you're going to probably
Right.
not have anyone that will want that position
Yeah,
for $20,000, so.
Oh, and I get it, like I said, I get it. I mean, I'm not saying that we should definitely keep it at 20,000. But I think though that plays a role in everything, right? Like if we're gonna pay what's proposed, I mean, that's a good amount. So again, that to me plays into, all the other numbers and all the other positions and job descriptions and stuff. That's just my thoughts. I don't know, you know, I'm not speaking for everybody.
I guess that's what I was meaning by having a vision. I mean, at the end of the day, we gotta decide what the office looks like, how that works, how the interaction with the clerk treasurer works, you know, that kind of stuff moving forward. So I think that's gonna be important for us to have some ideas relatively soon, you know, where that's gonna be at.
Another thing, Tina's not on here, unless I missed it.
Tina, it's just full-time employees.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. I think that's all I have. So what does it look like then, being able to discuss, you know, constructing everybody and kind of what we're wanting to do for the plan moving forward? Because I mean, if I'm understanding right, we need to propose this at the next meeting and have a public hearing, right? I mean, we probably need to have something in place by then. And then adopt it about a month from now, so it's something we need to get on.
I don't think now's the time to put a town manager in place. You know, looking at the numbers and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I also believe that we need an office type manager of some type in there.
I agree.
But however, and that's just my opinion, you know, how that looks, I'm not 100% sure how that looks, you know. Because somebody needs to be in there full-time, being able to take over those functions that, you know, Madeline's, you know, handled for the last
14 years.
14 years, long 14 years.
Mark knows he came in the same time.
You know, so I think we need to figure out, you know, because those are important functions, right? You know, somebody handling the insurance and, you know, issues with town employees and that kind of stuff. So I think it's like, how do we make that? I think it'd be important to make that person in there, you know, almost a manager type position that maybe they could take over some of that responsibility, or it would be their responsibility at that time. That's my opinion. I don't know, you know, maybe that's a cheaper route than going to a town manager role.
Yeah, I mean, I think to me, if money wasn't an issue, yeah, town manager, you know,
Mhm.
but obviously we're seeing, you know, some funding things. It looks like it's gonna continue at least for the next couple of years, so I think we should be wise and not, you know, jump into something. But no, yeah, but I feel that we definitely need some sort of position that can kind of, handle a lot of the details, kind of organize, you know, projects, make sure that everything is communication wise flowing.
I guess that'd be the cheapest route I could think of right now, you know, that we elevate that person into like a manager position. You know, that would be in the office and that kind of stuff, you know, that could have the responsibility to take that over. Because that's gonna be important, you know, and we go out to bid and that kind of stuff for insurance and that kind of stuff, that person would have that. I would think that person would have the responsibility of doing, completing that kind of stuff and payroll and some stuff like that, so. I think that would be important.
Well, payroll's a clerk treasurer duty.
They would need to complete it to give it to the clerk treasurer, so, I mean, they would still be signing off on it, I would think.
Can I
Yes.
ask a quick question?
Yes,
And
yeah.
it might be stupid because I'm not a numbers person, but like the PNC building, I had heard, I guess, that it's gonna be sold. So would those funds then go back to the town that you guys could like utilize for, you know, some of this that you guys are talking about?
The community foundation has a mortgage of, I think, $200,000.
Yeah,
So that has to be paid back.
but then like the 235 that the town donated for the
Right.
purchase of the building, is that gonna go to pay the community foundation, like if it's sold or what?
Well, community foundation has to be paid first
Right,
because they're
from
mortgaged
the sale of the building.
from the sale of the building. So I guess it would depend on what it would sell
How
for.
much it got.
Yeah,
Is that like on the agenda or?
it
Is
is,
it still being read?
yeah, we need to get the board together. It needs to be replatted.
Oh, because you're trying to keep some of the parking lot.
Correct, you're correct. There's a lot of land there that doesn't need to be sold that would go to the town.
Yeah,
So
that just feels like, I mean, I know it probably won't be like a quick thing, but that feels like a large chunk of money that could,
certainly,
Oh,
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's definitely a possibility. You just don't know what it's gonna be yet.
yeah. And then the utilities too, like that
Sure.
could be somebody's paycheck.
We totally agree with you,
Yeah.
and we're working towards trying to get it
Yeah.
sold and that kind of stuff.
I haven't heard.
Yeah.
Like, I know
I'll
the
give you
sign's
10
gone.
grand for it.
I'm sorry?
I'll give you 10,000 right
Thanks, Jim, I appreciate that.
now.
We'll put it on the agenda next meeting.
Any thoughts, Devin? Not to put you on the spot, but just,
It's going to take some time to
yeah,
come through with some stuff.
I
and
agree.
Figure it
Yeah, I
out
just-
and
Do you wanna, you should probably, if the budget has to be approved in a month, at least have a line item for that role in your budget. even if you don't have it defined?
It is.
Yeah. Oh, there it is, okay. Sorry, I don't have a copy of the budget.
It's under admin, and it really just depends on how much you want to pay somebody.
Right.
Ask a question, how are we trying to market that building?
It's not the town's building,
Yeah.
so,
It's owned by a nonprofit,
Yeah.
the Cherubusco Community Coalition.
But that's you guys, right?
No.
You two,
no,
on the state website,
No.
it's you two.
I resigned on June 18th,
I'm just
2025.
I'm not on the
You're
board.
like incorporator.
I
I thought
formed
there's like no board members listed for that one.
There's
I'm
I
on
know,
yeah.
I know you guys have said
Two,
that. I'm
yeah.
just like, they're not listed. That's why I don't know. I think it's just confusing when you try to look it up because everything's not easily able to be like, I don't know. When I look it up, it looks like it's your guys' building.
It looks like I own like 300 buildings.
Yeah, I saw,
Yeah.
yeah.
Monopoly guy
I
over
get 5
here.
text messages a day, do you want to sell your building? Like, I don't own that building.
I
Um,
just didn't know like how all of that.
It's not owned by anyone, it's just a nonprofit, which is a board. And we only have
Right.
3 board members right now. There's supposed to be 5. I'm not a board member.
You're the incorporate, okay.
I'm just their attorney. Yeah. Incorporator also, because I formed it, but yes. And then it's you two, and who's our third?
Amy,
Amy. And we're trying to schedule a board meeting to discuss. We've submitted the plat to Nathan, he gave us comments. And so,
Not me.
no,
Oh.
Nathan.
Okay,
Nathan, the
sorry.
planner, yeah, Nate, at the planning department.
Okay.
Nathan Pilcher, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, so then it'll be replatted and then it'll be likely hire a broker and market it for sale.
Was somebody interested before maybe that it
I don't know.
I had heard that there was, or just rumors, but.
Yeah, I've heard, I'm not sure.
What's that?
If somebody was already interested, she said, yeah, I haven't heard.
No.
Be news to us.
Yeah, I mean, it was on the market for a long time.
I heard somebody wanted it to be a gun range.
Really? Yeah, I have not heard that.
I'm just,
I heard that rumor.
I don't know if that
It
was
wasn't
true,
confirmed.
but,
What could go wrong?
Yeah,
Nah,
guns
they-
and shooting,
yeah,
they were the ones interested.
Really?
I don't know if
Yeah.
they were, that's just, I don't know.
That was all talk.
I thought it was an odd location,
No, they utilize the basement.
yeah.
All right.
That would be perfect.
Perfect.
Alrighty, so yeah, we will keep discussion going on that. Department reports. Mr. Hart, sent that over, looks like you guys are busy,
Yeah, that list was long enough. I don't think it's a comment.
right? Now that, yeah. Yeah, looks like you guys are getting your hands in quite a few different projects. Templeton, everything going good out there, sir?
Going good. I'm getting quotes for the gate on our ditch, what we talked about in the last meeting. And I sent my approval application in for IDEM to get me going on my test, to get the operator's license. So it's been in the mail for a week and a half now,
Nice.
a week. So I'm just waiting to hear back
Good,
to see if I get approved.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Quotes on that weird to Madeline. Did you get those quotes yet for that weird, so we can give them to
Oh,
Madeline?
yeah, I'm on, they're coming
yeah,
tomorrow.
we talked today.
They're coming tomorrow, I want to talk to them.
Perfect.
That's it.
Thanks, sir. Dustin's not here, Rick's not here, Rick just said, sent me a text earlier just saying still continuing just to get the park all ready for winter, mulching, cleaning up stuff. Yeah, everything seems to be going good on his end. Backward or anything?
No, just like I said, we've got that code book, I think where it needs to be, so we'll
Ordinances?
the ordinance book. And so I had to coordinate with Nathan Bilger again, because Madeline had sent me, there's rezoning and annexation, and where those are gonna be housed. And so all the rezoning stuff will be held by the planning department, and they'll take care of organizing that, so we confirm that. So we'll get it circulated to all the department heads, make sure they all look at it and think that there's nothing missing there, and then we can get it introduced at a meeting and
Some eyes on it?
yeah.
Appreciate it. That'll be good. All right, department reports. Mark, do you have anything?
No, I don't.
Devin?
I did not.
All I have is, met last week, with some members of the chamber, as well as Dustin, just discussing Halloween Fest. There's definitely interest and people really want to make that happen, so we just discussed details on that, and, things are already in motion. Lisa's been huge help with that, and yeah, looks like it's gonna be a great year. Dustin's really helped there a lot. He's met with Jeremy already. They've already been discussing things, and yeah, so
We
it's,
got all the plate pieces, I won't be there, but we got all the pieces
Yeah.
put in, so it's coming.
seems like the community's looking forward to it and appreciate it, so.
I just didn't know how much candy we spent.
Well, yeah, and that's one of the things we were discussing, so, we'll see. I know exactly where that stands, what we decided
We're
on.
about ready to send that letter out.
Okay, so, yeah, but that is all I have.
Can I have one thing real quick?
Yeah.
Public relations wise?
Yeah.
So we did have a very successful Chalk Walk Fine Arts Festival, but I just want to say thank you publicly. Jeremy, thank you for everything you did. Dustin was invaluable?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
good.
everybody pulled together, went off very well.
Great. Yeah, I heard good stuff. A little rain, but it still seemed like it had a good turnout.
Half an hour, but yeah.
That's good.
So just thank you for everybody stepping up and helping things make it happen.
Appreciate it. All right, Malin, you have anything?
No.
All righty. Nothing else on the agenda, so we stand adjourned. Thank you, everybody.